You're now listening to No Gimmicks.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. And boy, do we have a show in store for you guys tonight. We are here at what unexpectedly came up to us is the last show at the MPX Event Center in Bedford, Texas. You hear it on this show all the time. 510 Harwood Road, Bedford, Texas. That location will have its last show this Saturday. And in honor of that, we got some surprises tonight. We have some people that we need to talk to tonight. We have some issues that need to be addressed tonight. Oh, they will be addressed tonight. We will be getting down to the root of some things on this show tonight. Joining me is my co-host as usual, JJ Jefferson. Welcome back, sir. We got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First and foremost, just shout out to everybody that's taking the time out to join us tonight live. This is a huge one. Kim, as always, kicking off the comments, letting us know she loves Thursday nights, and so do we. But tonight is even more special because this weekend, as you touched on, it's the last show for Metroplex Wrestling in such a special place, the MPX Event Center in Bedford. A lot of great memories, moments, matches, history. I mean, you can go on and on, right? But that's not what we're here for, because you and I have had this conversation today, and I feel like you're kind of dragging me along here because
I'm not.
What are these surprises? Like, what more is there for Level Up? I got my tickets. You got your tickets.
Yep.
I don't remember having a guest on deck. I tried to get one, but, schedule conflicts arise.
You know what? You mentioned history, right? And you know what? We can't acknowledge the history of the MPX Event Center without having someone who's made so much history in that very arena. One of the most historic champions in MPX history. We have him on the show right now. So I'm going to bring him in. He's been radio silent for a while, and he picked tonight of all nights to come on, and I'm ready to talk to him. So ladies and gentlemen, on your feet. Show some gratitude.
Leave it in the comments.
For the one, the only, Mr. JD Griffey. Welcome back to No Gimmicks.
I'm here. Like y'all alluded to, I've been radio silent. Because a lot of times people don't like what I say, so I'm like, all right, then sit back and watch what I do. So we here, but for tonight, I know I was on No Gimmicks, right? So I was gonna wear my home Willie Beeman jersey, but when I'm with y'all, it's an away game, so I just threw on the away jersey. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's not an away. It's not an away game.
Ball, but sometimes you be on that BS, bro. I ain't want to say it, but you know what it is. But we out here.
I call it. Listen, if it's one thing you can count on me to do is call it like I see it. But tonight, I'm gonna call it how I've been seeing it, right? You have been radio silent. Even when you pop up, you don't say too much. You come in, you get the job done, you leave. Right? I've been noticing.
For sure.
But I want to go back to why you're radio silent, because I feel like there was an injustice done to you. I really do. I feel like the way that you were representing MPX as his champion was commendable. And the way that you lost that title, pardon me, but the way things unfolded in that match, I felt like were unfair to you. If it were anybody else, I feel like there would have been an uproar. But I felt like since it happened to JD Griffey, everybody was like, it's okay. What's your thoughts?
So you saw it. So you saw it live. Okay. Cool.
I saw it live.
Cool. I mean, listen, you already said it, bro. But at the same time, I take it as a compliment, because the God's honest truth is if that wasn't the way it was done, how were they gonna get it off me? They can't whoop me. You can't whoop me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, we're gonna create this environment that puts JD at a disadvantage. Shady's never at the disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that's been put in my life, especially the last half of my life in my career as a professional wrestler and a combat athlete, everything that's been used to discourage me, even down to my moniker Shady. You know, they I feel like, God's honest truth, I am who I say I am. You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. You feel me? But I'm called Shady. So what did I do? I used it as a badge of honor. You know what I mean? And now it's like a joke. But like, in a shady business, I'm the realest dude here. You feel me? Like, it's what it is. And they say they're gonna find somebody realer than Shady. And I, me, the code word is Poseidon. What that mean? I'm gonna translate it. It mean there's some shit I gotta see. You feel me? That was a light bar, but it's a bar nonetheless. But anyway,
it's a bar.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, I've been radio silent because I just wanted to see how stuff unfolded. Because when I make my next move, it's gonna be too late to people to decide what side of the fence they on. You know how I feel about fence sitters. Kelvin, we spoke in great length in Vegas. We're not gonna get into the details.
Yes,
we
did.
Of what we talked about at Bloodsport, right? Yep. But true or false, has everything that I said would transpire, has it not done so, line by line?
It happened exactly the way you said it.
So you always allude to that Shady's always 5 steps ahead. And this time is no different. And I think my radio silence has been from me wanting to choose my words carefully at first. And then the longer things went on, I said, oh, there's nothing to say. I'm just going to show up and do something. And so that's what we're coming into right now. The culmination of the history of MPX in this building has been, oh, thank you, Alfred. You just sit that right there for me. It's all good. All right, you can go, bro. Sorry, I just I gotta
all
get
good.
I got my tea. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alfred. Anyway, shout out to Alfred. But it's the culmination of the history in MPX in this building, in the Hardwood building, and on to a new chapter. And who better than to decide what happens in that next chapter than the man who is synonymous with MPX, who is synonymous with success in MPX, who is synonymous with excellence in MPX, the guy who has been the blueprint of everybody in MPX that you give a damn about. It was made off a blueprint that's made by me. You know what I'm saying? They keep trying to recreate it, even down to the matchup. It's It's Demo Diamond versus Kari Wright versus JD Griffith. I'm looking, I'm like, are we playing Street Fighter? Like it's just three dudes with the same kick, like Ryu, Akuma, and Ken. You feel me? But when Akuma kick, it hit different. You know it hit different. It's different when
That's
I do this. And so look, it's what better way to come into this than to know that it's gonna go the way I want it to go. And so I advise everybody to be in the building. Because it's just going to be a show that you don't want to miss. Where I know at some point the questions are going to get under my skin, and I might say some things that's going to be a little too real. But like I said, when we was in Vegas, I said, now the next time we sit down and do an interview, be careful the questions you ask me because I'm going to be honest with you. Now, if you want the viewers to get that unfiltered honesty, all right, that's what we're doing. And like JJ, you know me from look. You didn't see me main event Muay Thai tournaments in the Epic.
Mm-hmm.
You see me main event MPX in the Epic. You didn't even see me main event Revolver in the Epic. You feel me? Like, look, all I do is bright lights and prize fights. You feel me? And so that's what we're here for. So let's get into it. Let's ask your questions, but be mindful what you ask me because I'm gonna tell you the 100. I'm gonna tell you the real.
I'm gonna let JJ
punches.
take this one.
I ain't pulling punches. I'm just telling you right now.
I'm excited because this is a question that, while listening to everything that you were saying,
Says a bitch. All right. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Continue. Sorry.
So we going there right off the bat. Okay.
You know what? Yes. This is a question that I've been thinking about, and you
5 steps ahead. I knew where you was going. Steps ahead. Says a bitch. Moving on.
That too. But before we get there, because we'll touch on that, but we're gonna tread the waters a little lightly here. Not really, but you know me. I like to stir the pot. You said something that really stood out, and I don't know if the addicts really truly pay attention the way that I do, especially to your career, the way that Kelvin has been lately, because there's been a lot of crow eating on this show. But you mentioned it. Yes, you've been radio silent. You haven't said a lot, but when you have shown up to MPX the past few weeks since Destiny, you have been putting belt to ass, literally. And it seems like there's no one that can really stand across you without having some help to survive you. So for me, my question is, when do you get your moment one-on-one for what your true goal is? Because I know what the goal is. And there's been a lot of tag team, triple threats, in and outs. There's been other parties involved. Mm-hmm. But I want to know from you, when is that one-on-one coming? Because nobody can duck you in a one-on-one.
I mean, you pretty much laid it out. You kind of answered the question as you were asking it. The one-on-one, it happens this Saturday. My associate Levon will be in a one-on-one match with Dylan Cavens, and he will win, and he will return my property to me where it belongs. He will get a hefty finder's fee, and we'll move on from there. You jumped right in, but like the gold is coming back to the team. I told Jacob and I told Joseph, if you don't win the tag team titles from Exodus and Tatum Manning, two bodies that I've collected, and these guys, they just now starting to work together in a cohesive manner. If y'all don't win and bring those titles to the home front, the checks, they stop. Vaughn, if you don't win my championship and bring it to me, the checks, they stop. Because what you guys do say is true. There's always some hoops that I have to jump through to get what's mine. Think about it. Let's take it back to Destiny. My night. Let's take it back to Destiny. My night. Four weeks before that match, I sustained an injury in there with Man. Grade 2, ankle sprain in 3 places. And there's a 12-week recovery. He was defending that championship in a steel cage at 4. Anybody else in history, no, F that. Pro wrestling would have folded in said circumstances. Did I fold? No. And it still took a crooked ass, Ced's a bitch. It took a crooked ass ref to grow a pair and stand up to me. Cedric, I was never your problem. All I need you to do is wear your stripes and call it like you see it. You can't even do that. You try to make a stand on my name. You searching for the meaning in your career, and that's the thing about this roster. Deland Cavens had the best debut of all time. Who was he facing? Huh? Okay. Okay. When he won his championship and had that moment, who was it against? Okay. Okay. When Jamie wanted to make a group and he found the set 6, who did he try to turn Demo Diamond into? Okay. When they busted my boy Big J in his head, whose tactics did they use? Okay. You see what I'm getting at? So then when Cedric wants to make his stand and make a name for himself in this industry outside of wearing stripes, who did he do it against? Okay.
Kelvin, it's your turn. I'm gonna let you tread lightly because you look like you got something you want to ask.
Listen, I'm stewing listen, we talked in Vegas in great length, and he got the behind the scenes, the real. He got the real. So I know, but I told him, I said, hey, next time we on camera, bro, hey, listen. Gonna ask your question, but before you do, Ced is a bitch. Okay, I just need to just get that. No, I'll take that back. He not a bitch, but he's not a threat either. And I saw him on y'all show talking crazy. And I was like, you know what? He sound like I'm like, is he trying to convince y'all or he trying to convince himself? And I thought to myself, like, yeah, even Huskies look like wolves until you stand one next to a wolf.
That's a bar. And speaking of bar,
That's
because
a crazy bar.
it seems to be that kind of night. I don't know if you're paying attention to the chat down below. Kelvin has been bringing them up, but it seems to have ignored this one that just came in. Demo.
No, I was waiting on it.
Demo seems to be in the chat and said, so when I beat you, I get what's mine in my MPX title.
See, I tried to let Demo stay at the kiddie table, bro. You see what I'm saying? I keep sparing this dude. I keep sparing him because I feel like he's a good wrestler. And I feel like if he just stay out of my way, he can live long enough to become a great one. But no. Again, he's trying to make his name. I don't know. I don't know what to tell this guy. He's like, look, the dude grew up as top 6. Like, let's start there. Like, it's the diaper stain of Dallas Fort Worth. Like, I mean, let's start there. Like, he's scratching and clawing to like, look, man, my first car was a CLK. He stole his first one. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
That's crazy.
Nice guy. Anyway, moving on. We're not gonna address Demo Diamond. Demo Diamond got to see me. Demo's been in there with me. You've seen the look of panic on his face when I snapped his arm out of socket. You saw that look of panic. Did that look like a man who was confident, or did that look like a cornered animal fighting for his life and credit where it's due? I've never seen anybody fight so vigorously to survive in my life. I gotta give credit where it's due, but we are not gonna change the fact that next to me, everybody's food, bro.
I caught an involuntary stray because I work remotely close to stop six. So I felt, the stray there, but it's fine. It's okay.
Can't
Kelvin,
relate. Can't relate. Can't relate.
It is what it is.
Wow.
Listen.
So I wanna
didn't have to ride the straight bus through there.
Wow.
Moving on. Go ahead. Continue. Please continue.
So I do want to ask you about your journey back, because you have been quiet. But one thing I have been noticing is that you've been ratcheting up the pressure on your team. You said it earlier. You need to get this job done or the checks are going to stop. At what point do you look at your team and say, I need to make adjustments? Are you at that point yet?
I mean, again, I think you've seen the answer to it. I think you've noticed a little bit of a difference in me. This hasn't been about wins and losses for me in weeks. I've been in there with the competition, and I've been looking in everybody's eyes. As Jacob's been choking people, I want to see who these people are right before the lights go out. That's the only way you truly know what these people are made of. I saw what I was made of when I thought my ankle was broken. I remember thinking to myself, if this is the last time I'm in the MPX arena, the last thing that these people are going to see is me walking out on my own power, even if this ankle's broken. I know who I am in those moments. I want to see who all these people are. And yes, as true as it is for my enemies, I need to see it most in my allies. And that's the thing with Jacob right now. I'm that chair shot that Demo gave him to the head, he ain't been the same since. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. And that's a story that we'll have to tell in time. I still don't have the answer to it. But I know Jacob in his heart of hearts, I know he's a warrior, he's a fighter. He's rarely been taken seriously in this market, but I think that hit to the noggin, I think it shook up something that I think I can find great use in. And so to answer y'all's question, the heat gets turned up on my team this Saturday, the level up. The heat's turned up for everybody. If you in that building, you're gonna feel the heat in there, and you ain't walking out with tan lines. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? It's different. I talk different, but continue. But to answer your question, the heat's turned up this weekend, and if there's a change that needs to be made, you'll see it live, because I'm a look you in the eye type of guy. So I see you got your Targaryen flag up in the back, but I'm a bit of a start. The man who passed the sentence should also swing the sword. So if I decide that changes need to be made, I'll make them myself.
I like it.
It won't be personal. It'll just be clarity.
So there is an elephant in the room and in the chat. You, Demo Diamond, Kari Right. Triple threat match. It's something that everybody's looking forward to. We've seen a little bit of the change in Kari Right. Is that something that you've been paying attention to?
That's from a conversation that he and I had. Yeah, I saw it.
Is this from the conversation that you had when you two faced each other?
See, again, ball, bro. You know ball. Yeah, we spoke to. I said something to him. It was very private. I'll never repeat it. But I think he the fact that he signed his name, he saw my name on that contract for this bout. He saw Demo's name, and then he signed his without question. I know him. He signed it without question. The fact that he was willing to do that showed me everything I need to see in Mr. Kari, and so I can work with it. Yeah,
so there's a little bit of respect there for that move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad
when
at
you
it.
When you sign your name, you got to take the lumps that come with it, though.
That's true.
And I know. Look, again, I know who Kari is when the fists start flying. I know who Demo is when the fists start flying. You know, but these guys, they know who I am when the fists start flying too. They try to act like they don't. You know, I see in the comments, why does it sound like he's always ducking better wrestlers? Can't duck better wrestlers. There's no better wrestlers than me. That's insane. That quite a conundrum there. But anyway, moving
on. So last show in Bedford. How does JD close the show?
How you think, bro? With my property returned to me.
So you're saying by the end of Saturday night, we will be looking at JD Griffey, the 7-time MPX champion. Is that what you're saying? I just need it on record here. Is that what we're saying? By the end of Saturday night, we will be looking at JD Griffey, the 7-time history-making, closing the chapter of MPX Event Center.
Who's made more history in that building? Do you think I'm going to let someone else write my story, write my history in that building? Why in God's name would I ever do such a thing? To insinuate that there will be anything other than that conclusion is absurd and offensive. And I just keep talking about how you know ball, and the longer this conversation drags out, you're making me question it.
No. I'm not questioning it. I'm just saying I need it on record so we could say it happened here first.
Sorry, a body. Demo, a body. Exodus and Tatum, 2 bodies. And then DeLynn Cavens, a body. And then my understudy will bring me what is mine.
Yep, I'm gonna be the guy.
I listen. I know you're gonna do what JJ always does. I've known you for years. JJ gonna do what JJ gonna do. Go ahead. Say go on, say that silly. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say anything crazy, but I am gonna.
He is.
I'm
gonna just let him do
it. He gotta play advocate. Go ahead.
No,
he does.
He
does this every show.
No, I don't.
To tell him.
Give me credit where credit is due. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. All right, Jesus. I was going to say, it seems like there is one other person on the MPX roster who would disagree with you because they seem to, in their own sense, due to their own aura, they feel that Level Up is going to be their night. So my question is, do you have a message to said individual? Because hypothetically speaking, if everything goes to fruition for this person, they are in some way, shape, or form next in line. But again, compared to you, I don't think the aura matches.
Listen. I collected all 7 Dragon Balls just to wish Tommy Prince would. I wish he would. Again, it's a win-win for me because if I'm calling it down the middle, who would it be harder for me to take the championship from? DeLynn Cavens, a guy who, despite my best efforts to beat him within an inch of his life, there's something about the Addicts that make this guy keep getting up and keep fighting. He keeps getting up. He keeps fighting. He keeps getting up. He keeps fighting. It's like Captain America. It's like I'm really starting to question if this guy can do it all day. Tommy Prince, or Tommy or whatever he's calling himself, whatever he's smelling. I mean, I like the kid, but like it's easy pickings regardless. It's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. I just need Levon to do what he does, do what I taught him to do. Because before me, he was just another goon in the street team, and now he is more than that. I'm trying to be diplomatic when I say what I'm trying to say, but I think everybody can read between the lines here. But Tom A, we got to give credit where it's due, right? Somebody who has treaded the path that he's on before him, defending the prospect title is not an easy task. It's not, and he's weathered the storm. And I've never been in the ring with Kaimi, but from what I've seen of him, I think he's a formidable guy. So I think regardless of who wins that match, the true winners will be the Addicts for sure. Because I think that match is gonna tear the roof off before I burn the house down, if you will. Yeah, I think that matchup is going to be crazy, and if Tommy can win it, he'll have the target in the scope. You better be careful. If you shoot, don't miss, and if not, the clock starts over again with Kaimi. So and Kaimi, like, he was the favorite to win the Rumble. Everybody was talking about Kaimi. And Buddy did what he always does. He dropped the ball. So like, can't relate. But
Kelvin tossed Tom A the Rumble too. Apparently, that's how Cavens ended up winning the whole thing. So
I mean, listen.
Kudos, Kelvin.
Look, I didn't see Cavens winning that Rumble. I'm gonna be honest.
You distracted Tom A long enough.
Look, here's the thing. Like, we have to. Oh, it's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. I haven't even said it. We have to acknowledge Cavens. He's earned his stripes, man. As much as we don't, like I said, I call it how I see it. What has this guy not been through and still has been able to achieve it and still keep his smile? Like, becoming MPX champion, it did something to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It changes you. Becoming MPX champion, it changes you. You feel me? It's like the Infinity Gauntlet. You can't be the same man that you were before. But I have to give credit where it's due. He's still who he is, which is why I know he ain't gonna be champion long. He ain't willing to be something else, someone else, to stand at the top of the mountain. And I would know nobody's done it more than me. Who is we all right here? Who is y'all be having the most extra people in the comments, bro? Anyway. Is this what you deal with, Kelvin? Is this what you deal with, Kelvin? Like,
every week.
I apologize. I want to applaud you for being able to keep things in order with all the malarkey in the comments, man. Listen,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You are in rare form, sir. You are in rare form.
It's crazy. But I want to ask you this though, because you mentioned, and I seen it. I seen this too out of DeLynn Cavens. I saw it the night at Destiny. I saw it live. He did not want to go to the place I thought he should have went, which is why I say the injustice that was done to you, it was done. That was an injustice. We haven't corrected that. But what does that, because you've won it more than anybody in MPX, what does that do to you winning that championship so many times? Like, what do you have? Is that something that's just readily available that you tap into, or is it something that you got to dig to find the more you chase it?
I I wouldn't want to speak for the other champions as far as it pertains to that. I'll only speak for myself. When I became the MPX champion, every time I've held it, it's me deciding who I am versus what they call me. You know, uh, people can call me a diva. People can call me soft. They can call me rich boy. They can call me a prima donna. They can call me all of these things. But uh, when push come to shove, and I'm standing victorious, the only thing I answer to is champion. And that's not even an MPX thing. Let's just talk about the history of wrestling, the market, the DFW market, the Texas market. To find somebody and compare them to me, you have to search the Von Erich family. Okay, it's just different. So to answer your question, it's not something that you need to tap to. It's just me deciding who I am versus what they call me. And what I've always been is the embodiment of entitlement, the personification of privilege, flawless, Mr. No Flaw, shady. You can call me minute, you can call me whatever you want, but you have to address me. As far as MPX is concerned, I'm God Almighty. I walked on water, I parted the sea, and I've done all of it. Might as well been ice skating uphill. Ain't nobody ever wanted to 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 give me my place. So I decided that I'm done asking for permission. That's what being MPX champion 6 times has done to me. Being MPX champion that 7th time, there won't be a need for an 8th because it'll never leave my possession ever again. Either I'm MPX champion or there won't be an MPX champion. I'll burn it to the ground. MPX is mine. I don't care whose name is on the fucking deed. MPX is mine. The Pruitts, the Chalmers, and the Kirby's. It's mine. It always has been. And you can't argue. Go through the history. Who can argue that? JJ, do you disagree? You might not want to admit it, but what does history tell you? So I want everybody in the building. Like, look at the lineup. Look at the lineup of that show. MPX is known for putting on bangers. Shows. Every show is a banger for the most part. And like let's call it like we see it. As much as I don't like to give the company that tries to derail me on the regular, as much as I don't like to give them credit, let's give it where it's due. They've outdone themselves again with this lineup. Top to bottom, these matches could be a main event on any show. So I think we should all be in the building to see history made. You never know who's going to show up. You never know who's going to show up.
No, you are 100% true. And what they say about history, those that don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. And you, sir, it's in your moniker, not just shady, but for those that are having a little bit of trouble reading or seeing what that says below, you, sir, are the GOAT of MPX. You are the greatest of all time. You stand on business. We have had this conversation many a times. So I personally cannot wait to see you in the building Saturday night. I'm bringing the crew with me, including We All Riot here, so that way he can see you live in your excellence. Do what you do better than anybody else in the business.
And Kelvin, like I got a question for you, bro. Like,
go ahead.
This real talk. You gotta be honest too. The camera's rolling, so you.
All right.
We gonna play this back. All right,
it's always gonna be honest.
We gonna have it on repeat. We're gonna play this back. This is the real question for you, bro.
Go ahead.
When we was you remember in Vegas, we had our conversation, right? It's all played out exactly how I said it would,
Yep.
to the letter. So my question to you is, if everything else that I've told you is true, then we have to assume that the way things are about to play out are going to play out the same way. The question I have for you is, do you think anybody has a clue? Do you think anybody's ready? Do you think they have an idea?
Not one iota. Not one iota. This is why I have to be there.
Everybody's got to be there.
I have to see it live.
If you don't
I've
got
seen
your
it play
ticket,
out. I've seen it play out. Everything this man told me that would happen in Vegas happened. And he's not said a word. I've been on this show saying he's been quiet. Have I not?
Too quiet. You said I've been too quiet.
He's been too quiet. Because he's just been letting it play out. So I have to be there. I have to be there to see it in person. Because it will be, I need to see the looks on faces.
And I think we've lit the fire under the entire roster. I will say that for my team, we've been extremely hard to kill, and we've lit the fire under the entire roster. The entire roster is firing on all cylinders because we were the clear and present danger. And now that everybody's armed, locked and loaded, ready to go, I want to see who everybody is when the fists start flying, when we start firing the live rounds out there. I want to see who everybody is. I want to see what happens with Reza. You know what I'm saying, in that matchup. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what happens in the women's match. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's talk about the card, bro. Let's talk about the card. They've outdone themselves. Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I ain't got nowhere to be.
Let's talk about it.
Y'all always talk about it when I'm not here, and I'll be hearing y'all predictions. I want to see JJ get them same predictions while I'm sitting in front of him. That's what I want to see.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You feel me?
All right, man. Here we go. One last time for Bedford.
I'm trying to laugh because ain't gonna be nothing funny on Saturdays. So get your laughs and your jokes out now, because it ain't gonna be none of that this weekend. You feel me?
Here we go. This week on MPX. All right, man. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Let's start with the. He's here. We're gonna go with the main event of the evening. It is the main event because he's in the match. So there's a triple threat match: JD Griffey, Kari Jarrett, Demo Diamond. And you know what? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. Again, after what we've heard tonight, and after knowing what I know, Demo said some things. You know, I don't like going against certain people, but tonight, all bets are off. I think, based off what he's told us tonight, based off what I know, there's only one outcome in this match. JD Griffey walks out the winner of this match. There's only one outcome. JJ, it's on you.
Well, I put the glasses on because I thought we had another appearance coming, so I'll save that for later. But
oh no, there is.
I know there is, so I'll get ready for that later. I wasn't expecting this one to stay as long, so thank you again for not filling me in on anything tonight. But no pressure, because you know me. I like pressure. When you apply pressure, it either breaks you or builds diamonds. And in this case, the triple threat, right? Demo Diamond. We've talked to him. We've seen what he's been about. We saw what happened at Destiny and everything that's happened since, sharpening his iron, everything else, right? Okay, Lou, why would I? Never mind. Never mind. We'll come back to you. But then you've got Kari Wright. Kari has been the X factor when this was announced. And the reason I say that is because you've got this gear change in Kari, this attitude change that we've been on record talking about has been something that Kari's needed to tap into since it seems like MPX and the Addicts slept on Kari and forgot who he was. And if you remember, JD, I don't know if you paid attention to the show a couple of weeks ago, but I was on record saying, I think I'm seeing the writing on the wall, and I think I'm seeing some stuff play out at the end of the day because, again, when the pressure is on, when you start seeing some stuff shake up and shake out. So as for the winner of this said match, I've got JD Griffey, but I'm going to be curious to see exactly what happens following this match.
Here's my prediction. Griffey in 5. But on a serious tip, like Kari has made those changes. Kari is at a point in his journey that I've been before, where you kind of get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I think he's waiting on a button to push, and there's no better button pusher than JD. Let's just call it what it is. We got to give credit to Demo Diamond, because as I spoke about snatching that arm off, he did win that match with a roll up. He did, for all intents and purposes, defeat me with one arm. So the question is, me having an understanding of the variables and the constants of this bout, do you think that makes me less dangerous or more?
I'm going to say it makes you more dangerous. And I'm also going to say, here's two things that knowing JD Griffey and knowing how emotions in pro wrestling work. He who is emotional is not thinking straight. And based off this conversation tonight, it's clear that you are not emotional. You're focused. I can't say the same about the other two guys.
It's not vengeance. I'm not being vengeful. I'm not being petty. It's just clarity. I know what it is. I know what people try to sell y'all that it's gonna be, but I know what it is. And when it's real, you can look in somebody's eye and you can tell. Everything else is just selling. You know what I mean? But when you look into my eyes, you can tell, bro. They don't know what fight they walking into. Griffey and 5.
Agreed. JJ?
My bad. Now I'm pulling a Kelvin. I'm up here muting myself. Jesus, it's that kind of night. No, I agree. It's JD in 5. And like I said, I'm going to be tuned in to the follow-up after this match. Because the emotions part, I didn't even think about it until you said it. The most emotional in that match, especially in this state right now, Demo, I love you, dog. You know I do. The emotions. And it is hard when you're emotional, especially when you're in a battle, in a war with someone like JD Griffey. And now you throw
He's
in
trying to prove that he's better than me. He's trying to prove that. And I'm like, Demo, I don't even think about you, bro. My dude, I don't even think about you.
My point's proven, right? JD in 5.
JD Agreed.
JD in 5.
No argument from me. I think
don't acknowledge the gifts. Like Demo Diamond has every gift that a pro wrestler could want. You know, we're not gonna take that from him, but it's only one me, bro. I don't think about you.
There's levels though, man, and
that's all I'm here to do is show them the level difference, bro. That's all it is. They don't like it. You see Jamie. You see he took his ball and went home. He's like, I'm gonna go put on a cowboy hat and go hang out with Chandler Hopkins. Anyway, moving on.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
He can't whoop me. Well, he gonna whoop me? He gonna whoop me or no? All right,
Oh,
then
no.
moving on. Next matchup. Okay.
No. I was saying whoa because Palmer hit the chat. He did this last week too, by the way.
Palmer, do you want the invite to the show? Like right now?
He's got some
Listen,
big news.
Matthew Palmer, of all the people that I've faced besides Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, Matthew Palmer has been the biggest surprise in my career, probably one of my greatest rivals. And here's the thing, Matthew Palmer, he usually backs up what he says. So Matthew says he's got some big news. Something tells me he's downplaying it. Because what Matthew likes to do, see, there are people in this industry that will talk it up, and then you'd be like, it wasn't what I thought it was. Matthew's the opposite. Matthew would be like, might have something, maybe a little, and then he just, boom. You know what I'm saying?
That is correct.
So, yeah. So Matthew be like, got some big news. Something tells me it's crazier than he's letting on, and it's probably bigger news than he's alluding to. He tries to downplay it. But like, look, MPX under the Palmer and the Pruitts have been taking greater strides, and us leaving this old building to a new building should tell you all you need to know.
Absolutely.
Bigger and better.
Absolutely. But let's go to another match. I want to go to the American Joshi title. There's a fatal four-way. I'm really looking forward to this match. Baby D, Anarchic Ash, Morgan Mercy, Reza Clark. I don't know why it's not a triple B match, but for the American Joshi title. but it's some there's a legit threat to Anarchic Ash's title reign at this show. Legit threat. Any woman can win this match. But Anarchic Ash, she has proven that she's up for whatever. So this ain't an easy match. But if anybody can walk out, it's Ash, who I think might walk out. I want to say Reza, but again, it's anybody's match. I'm gonna go to you, JD. What you got?
Oh, man, listen. Reason I have history from our Dot Mob days for sure. And it's when you think of her, she's an Amazon, she's a monolith, man. She's usually faster, stronger, more resilient than any other person in the ring with her, male or female, right? It's hard for me to bet against Reza Clark, but we have to let's go to Anarchic Ash, who's overcome a lot of adversity, even from Who Runs the World, being in there with Vert Vixen, who, turned the corner on her, and then for her to still leave victoriously, that says something about her ability. We have to even bring Baby D into it, who is if I'm correct, she may be the only female to have won the MPX championship. You know what I'm saying? So she's not a stranger to championship gold, and I think she's motivated too, because somebody in the Aller household has to not be a damn disappointment. So I think she's motivated to win the damn thing, right? So that somebody in that family can say they're a winner. Let's see. Look, in matches like this, I will be offended if, as the reigning and defending, it wasn't. I know what that feels like, so I'm going to give the edge to the reigning and defending Joshi champion, American Joshi champion.
Okay.
Anarchic Ash.
Okay. What does that do for you, honestly? Because now you bring up a question. Does that put the extra chip on your shoulder knowing people are counting you out, especially in a match like this?
For me, I'll speak for myself. Yes, that always lit a fire under me, and I used to just love seeing the look on the faces of people, just disappointment, like, oh, I thought this was how I thought we had him. And like, no, you didn't. You thought you did, but you didn't. I don't think Anarchid Ash is as petty as I think she loves competition. She's out there to prove herself, and I think it's that's all it is for her. The more obstacles you put in front of her, I think those kind of things irritate me, but I think those kind of things excite her because I think when she looks in the mirror at the end of the day, to know all the things that she overcomes day in and day out, I think I gotta think what I know about her. That's what it's all about for her.
All right. Dope. I like that. I like that answer. I like that answer. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold the show.
Was good.
Hold the show. We have another surprise. I'm going to bring them in.
Bring them in.
And, you know, he was in the chat. He keeps showing disheveled pictures of himself on Facebook. So we're going to bring him in.
Right.
But everybody give a nice round of applause to Mr. Matthew Palmer. What's up, sir? Welcome to No Gimmicks.
Bro, hey, I'm not going to play with this dude.
JD, what's up? Guys, did you know JD may be my longest friend in wrestling? It's crazy. What's up, buddy?
That's correct.
So what we talking? What we talking?
We were talking about wrestling, but now we got to stop and pause to talk about you walking around like a superhero all the time. We get it, bro. Put your chest away. We get it, bro.
I don't wear. This is my home. I don't wear clothes. Are you kidding me? I put on underwear simply because I was calling, and I was. I don't want the phone to drop and everyone get rowdy.
As his oldest friend in wrestling, this is true. This man rarely has clothes on. I don't know why he's like this. We just have to accept him and we move on.
It's always funny to me that people are like, "Oh my God, you don't have any clothes on," when we go out there and wear spandex and they can see the outline of everything. It's like, how are you still bashful? So are we still talking Joshi? Did I make it in time for Joshi?
You just missed. Who's your prediction?
We go there.
Riza every day. Like that's the thing about you guys don't know is that all four of those competitors, Riza's the one that goes to training 2-3 times a week and works with Athena and I. Riza's the one who works on working with smaller talent, larger talent, all that size. Riza's the one that gets thousands of people just to like her photo just by having a photogenic face. You know what I mean? Like Riza's on a certain level that I don't think a lot of people are catching on to. And I think she's got a little bit of it factor that I think like when people with like a certain it factor, JD knows this, he's one of those, when they get the ball rolling, it's really fucking hard to stop them. It's like that juggernaut thing because like people want to help them too. Sponsors want to help them, promoters want to help them because they're moving ticket sales. They see how many, you know what I mean? So like they're getting the better schedule, they're getting the better hours in training. It's just the way it is. So I'm going Riza.
I think I agree with Matthew. I think Riza is also tired of getting passed up when she's doing the leg work. When she's doing the leg work. I mean, like he said, there's a part of it makes you vengeful. There's a part of it that it kind of lights a fire under you. My pick with Ash is just it's hard for me in these multi matches to go against the reigning and defending. I know if it was me, I would have issue with it. Riza's baby sis. Riza's baby sis, I love her to death, but I just think Anarchid Ash, like when you survive Burt Vixen, listen, that's
the thing too. Is like Ash is the same argument can be said about Ash. She's also got an it factor. Like we're seeing how quickly she's on the rise from what is she like a 2 years in, and she's already like getting all these bookings. Like her momentum's on the rise, so she's going to be hard to stop. I think Riza can do it though. I think Riza's got a big enough chip on her shoulder where she'll do it.
Okay. So question. Are we
He's wilding. My boy is wilding right now.
What are we doing?
We just
nothing.
We're good, bro. We're here.
Nothing. Are we downplaying what Morgan Mercy brings to the table?
No, we're not downplaying Morgan Mercy. I think although Morgan is maybe the biggest one in here, I do think that they are the underdog. Personally, I think Morgan's a bit of an underdog on this one. It's hard to explain. I know that they're big and they're tenacious. and they could whip my ass for sure. It's just with the momentum of everyone involved, I could see Morgan having some self-doubt. That's what I can see in everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, as a person who's been there myself, it's like you're in the ring with a bunch of famous people that are like on the rise, and you're like, ah, shit, man. Half the people here didn't even know who I was today. You know what I mean? Like you have those. I was
just about to say that you've been in that situation and you come out victorious. So
yeah,
I mean,
but I've also lost plenty of matches too. It can go any way.
Hey, sure. I mean, look, we can all agree. We can all agree that, and especially with Baby D, like I said, somebody in that family, in all our families, got to be a winner. So I
mean, damn. I'm gonna go over here now.
But listen,
all right, I'm back.
But yeah, I think everybody's got that motivation, and I think just the Joshi title being a new title, I think it makes every woman like covet it because of the prestige that goes with it, for it being such a new title. That prestige that comes with it just by association. I mean, the real winners will be the Addicts in the building.
Always. The real losers, the guys that's running the back. This guy right here, because I can't tell you how many fights I have to break up every fucking week. JD doesn't stop running his mouth after the show ends, guys. I don't know if you know this. He is still talking shit for like 90 minutes after the show. And I'm like, hey, they have to come back next week and I have to pay them. Please stop. It's been that way for 20 years. I'm just now the owner now. It used to be, can we get in the car and make the next town?
Oh man. But yeah, awesome. So didn't we all have different picks? I think we all had different picks.
I think me, Palmer, and I think we all had Reza.
Oh, y'all all had Reza.
Yeah, I had Reza too. I had Reza. But speaking of Addicts, let's go to the Addicts title, because this one has been hotly contested. There's dispute over who's the real champion right now. We had Luke Cameron on the show. Did he just up and leave? He just did that.
It's Matt, bro. Like I think his phone might have dropped the call. Like
that too.
His phone.
That too.
When he goes into the garden, that's the garden. When he goes into the garden, he drops service sometimes.
Yeah, cool.
The garden is where he can just walk around with no clothes on. Listen, we're not gonna get it. Just move on. Like you're gonna make this awkward for me. Don't do this. Please don't do this to me. Like, please don't do this.
but back to the Addicts title. There's dispute over who's the real champion. There is contention. Luke Cameron says he flat out said this Saturday is the end of the official reign of Red Chambers. All that's needed is just this match to happen, and he's walking out the champion. I believe him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been on this show saying I don't bet against Red. Saturday night, I'm going Luke Cameron. Violently.
All right. So anybody that's kept up with this has heard me say this 1,001 times. So I'm going to put it in plain English. Luke Cameron is the MPX Addicts champion. And after Saturday night, all the Addicts are going to have to humble up and just accept it. And Red is my guy. Everybody knows that. Me and Red have been going back and forth about this. But Red Chambers, for what it's worth, has given the Addicts title much prestige, much honor, has carried that title with class, right? And the issue is Red has said, nobody can hang with me in the deathmatch world, in the hardcore world. He took Sky to the limit. However, Luke Cameron is not Sky Dela Cremosa. Luke Cameron is a different beast. That is a different animal, and I don't think Red is ready for that level of intensity that is coming Saturday night. And to make it worse, it's a street fight. So in a normal match, Red had a shot. Luke Cameron has been on this show and said, I'm not the only one eating anymore. I got lethal company that needs to eat too. Elephant in the room, Red might be walking into an ass whooping Saturday night, and I'm sorry to say it.
Listen,
But
the might is crazy. Might is crazy.
No,
I'm just saying.
Will might is crazy.
Will be. He
Listen,
will be.
listen. I'm gonna give y'all a little behind the scenes. Last week I had the tag match. Obviously, I was trying to nudge things in my favor. I went up to Lou and I offered him a nice chunk of change to take care of my Red Chambers problem. This man put that envelope, pushed it right back into my chest, and said, "I'll do him for free." And you saw him; he laid him before the match began. But on that same token, Red Chambers still showed up to that tag team match and did his part. So, look, I'm no stranger to Red Chambers. I've beaten this guy down many times, and Red always comes back. Like Red's one of those guys where at a certain point in a match, he stops thinking about self-preservation. It's a point. Like I don't think Red's going into this match thinking about wins and losses. I think he's trying to prove a point to Luke Cameron that he can't be bullied. He can't. But at the same time, I think Luke Cameron can't be bought. He can't be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. I've tried. Okay. So if you ask me my prediction, time's up, Red. Time's up, Red.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Red Chambers has that dog in him.
Yeah.
He does. He has that dog in him.
And he could have had some help in the ally if he wouldn't have betrayed the family. But you know, that's neither here nor there. He got to fight that fight by himself. He got to fight that fight by himself.
Yeah.
Palmer,
Matthew Palmer. Well, who you
got, bro?
Well, Red gets his ass kicked every week. As someone of similar stature to Red, I get it. we're smaller guys in the world of giants, but the thing is, if Red's anything like me, you just get used to it. It's part of the job. Oh no, a big guy. Ooh, you know what I mean? Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, another week I gotta fight a guy bigger than me. Welcome to his whole fucking life. And so and we've seen him win. Yeah, Luke Cameron's probably the scariest guy I've seen in MPX, and not ever, probably ever. Yeah. But Red's smart. Red can get around this. Red's the champion. Like he can survive. He's not like a contender we've never seen win before. We watched the dude get his head stomped in for 60 seconds straight in the match, and he didn't give up.
True.
He didn't. He won. I was there. I was his opponent, and he won. So I don't know why we're doubting this guy like he hasn't proven himself for the last 5 years, being the smaller guy getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, that's fair too. I had the Rumble
Red Chambers for me.
I had the Rumble one, and that's the Rumble's the only thing I've never won, and I had it right there, and he sent me over the ropes and won that one too. Yeah, I gotta go with Luke because like this dude, a man that I can't buy. It's something. If I can't buy you, it's something in my mind where I come from. If I can't buy you, it's something wrong with you. So I still gotta go with Luke.
All right, JJ.
I gave my prediction, Luke Cameron in 5. The street fight element, it's too much. If it was a regular match, if it was a regular one-on-one, I would give Red a lot more credit because I agree with everything y'all are saying. Red does have that dog in him, but it's the street fight element. This is Luke Cameron's wheelhouse. Every match he's won has been by knockout.
This is bag. Yeah, this is bag, bro.
And he did it to Manders at the Epic, and Manders is no walk in the park.
Been on the other end of those fists too. Yeah, Manders. Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Again, we gonna see. Hey, be in the building, bro. Be in the building.
Be in the building.
Be in the building.
So we talked about this one earlier, but It's your guys, JD. You already said they have to get it. I don't even have to ask you for your prediction on this one. MPX tag titles on the line. I know which way you're going. These are your
Bring
guys.
the titles home or the checks stop. Yes. Win the titles or the checks stop.
Okay.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
It's that
Palmer,
simple.
what do you think about this match?
I think the checks are stopping.
That's crazy.
I think the checks are stopping.
Crazy.
Man, have you seen these two guys lately? Okay, John, we'll ignore you just for a second. Excuse me. Fellas, have you seen Exodus and Tatum lately? If they're not at each other's throat, they're trying to one-up each other, and it's becoming tag moves. It's just, come on. Come on. They're awesome. I didn't think they'd be this much fun. So far, I've only had to break up a couple of scuffles between them.
I was gonna say, like, bro, I've been in the locker room where they've been about to swing at each other. I'm like, bro, the cohesion is completely accidental. The cohesion is entirely accidental.
That's a fact.
It's 100%. But I just think this. I don't know. This duo is fun to me. To me, it's a breath of fresh air because usually you see a lot of cohesiveness and tag team and working together, and like these guys are trying to hit each other and somehow hitting their opponent. This is great. I love them.
Matthew is definitely an agent of chaos. He's an agent of chaos. For sure.
What can I say? X and Tatum.
Oh, he's going X and Tatum. JJ.
Yeah, so touching on what Palmer was touching on, Tatum and X are two of those guys that it's hard to bet against, right? Seeing what they've done, especially with our predictions lately, most wanted, they figured that problem out a couple of times now. Purple Haze, they figured out that solution. KOA, they figured out that hurdle. So they're on a roll. Like, they're building that cohesion, but they're not showing it because they're trying to one-up each other. But then you've got on the other side, JD's guys. Joangelo Garcia is not a stranger to tag team gold. So Joe's got that experience. He's also got the head coach in his back pocket giving him the playbook. But the issue, and I say this very lightly, the headshot at Destiny to Big J, the past few weeks, we haven't seen it play out like the Big J of old. It seems like Big J's kind of just wrestling, but not with the purpose. Like, put it together, make it make sense, execute the plan. Everybody else on the team seems to be flowing, but then Big J is kind of just finding his way, or not really. I don't know. Carry the chair.
JJ, tell me you've never been hit in the head without telling me you've never been hit in the head.
I have been a few times, but anyway,
he was wilding.
Yeah,
get your man. Who man's is this? Is this your man?
I told you he does this every week, man. He does it every week.
Every week, guy, bro.
Look,
of course he's not all there, bro. Have you ever been hit in the head?
Yes.
Have you ever hit in the head with a chair?
But he's your guy. You are there to help guide him, mold him, walk him through these hurdles.
JD, mold him. Mold that concussed man. Go ahead.
Bro.
Mold the CTE out of him. Do it.
Well, like I said, I've been looking in the eyes of people, and the person whose eyes I looked into first was Jacob. So there has been something that's off. But if you think that puts my boy at a disadvantage, JJ, you haven't been paying attention.
I have, and I'm gonna stay on my pedestal here, and still somehow, some way, Tatum and X, they're gonna get it done.
Ooh.
Help me,
Listen, let me clean this up. I have to do this every week. I have to do this every single week.
You need something cleaned up? I can call Alfred real quick if you need something cleaned up.
Jeez, man. I have to do this every week. Listen.
You got this, or you want me to call Alfred?
I got it. Listen.
Right, cool.
What we've seen from Tatum and X has been they've been skating by. Yes, they've been finding clever ways to get it done, But
how is it clever? They're not even thinking about winning, and
they aren't. It's been clever. They've had some tricks up their sleeve the past couple of weeks. They have. I got to give them that. I got to give them that credit. They faced tag teams with a lot of chemistry, and they've got the job done. What that's done to them, it hasn't made them gel together. It's just made them more confident that both of them can get it done. But you're going up against two guys. You're going up against two guys who have been working as a unit for a while now. And also, they have a master tactician in their corner. You guys are not taking this as seriously as you need to be. All right,
Kelvin knows ball, bro.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I believe the same argument could have been made with every previous tag team. Oh, they were a tag team that worked together for years. Oh, they have great chemistry. And yet, and I think we forget the most important part of this entire show, the layout of the show. Who is fresh to help each other? Where are we on the card? Is JD fresh? Because we know Jacob isn't.
Man.
Jacob might not be. Who's
okay,
first on the show? Who's second? Who's right after?
You picked it up too. You picked it up too.
Yes.
Like it's already going on. It's already
No. You don't understand. What I'm trying to say is, if JD has time to prep for his match and help them, then they got a great shot. And JD, I'm sorry to say this, but if you're only going to prep in your match and you're going to focus on your match because, I don't know, maybe the lineup doesn't give you time for it to be out there with your boys, they're going to lose. I'm sorry. They're going to lose if JD's not out there.
This is crazy work, by the way.
Let me look into the camera and say this.
This
Jacob,
is crazy work.
Joseph, everybody's counted you out. Everybody's bet against you. I have put my faith, my time, my effort, and my money on you. I don't care if Exodus is a former MPX champion. I don't care that Tatum is a former MPX champion. They have to work together to defeat you. I sent you. You boys better win.
And the checks are stopping, in the words of Palmer.
Wow. Okay, I'm going Joe and Jay. And I'm going to stand on that one.
It's a terrible name, by the way. Joe and Jay. Like, okay.
Hey, it's simple and to the point. I like Joe and Jay, okay?
Hey, I'm going them.
We outsourcing the name right now, but move
on. All right. Before we get to a match that I want to talk about.
Oh shit. Hey Matt, can Keith pull up on Saturday? I mean, I know it's already crazy, but can Keith pull up?
That's fine. That's
Keith
fine.
who?
Yeah. If they want to do it, if sit in the back or a merch table, doesn't matter. Whatever they want.
Okay, cool. Who you think, bro? My brother. Come on, bro. Stop. We turning up. It's level up.
Come on, man.
It's level up, bro. We turn up. Moving on. Continue. Next match.
Sorry,
okay.
TK's already going to be in the back anyway, so it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's turn up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Stop. Wait. Stop.
Hey, relax.
We can't just gloss over that. We can't just.
We moving on. Anyway.
Wait a minute. We can't just gloss over that. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Turn up. Anyway.
Hold on. Wait.
Move on.
All right, let's go to the
What's the next match?
We'll circle back to that. This is gonna stay on my mind too, by the way. Anyway, the over the top rumble, the Metroplex Melee. We got a mini Texas Rumble in the building.
Cool.
I like the participants in this match. I really do. And there's some people returning. There's some people we haven't seen in a while that are going to be in this match. I think this is going to be one of the early show stealers for the night. But possible thoughts. I'm gonna go with you first, Matthew Palmer.
Who's in it? Who's in it?
Oh my God! So the poster has
when the owner.
A lot of people.
This is crazy.
No. You don't understand. Who's in it?
There's a lot of people. First of all, the person you had your last match with, Alec Bullsdale's in this match.
Oh, good for him.
Mo Kelly. We have Mr. Legs. We have Most Wanted is in this match. Mikey B. Sky Della Camosa.
20-second timeout. 20-second timeout. Matthew, how did Bullsdale beat you, bro? What the
Oh, I have cancer. I didn't know if you knew that. That's the excuse I'm going to tell everyone. Is that not good enough anymore? I'm sorry.
Bro,
did I
I've
not
had you dead. I've had you
lose the
dead
match
to rights
because I have cancer?
I've had you dead to rights, and you have beaten me.
I also lost. Hey, he got lucky on me. He got lucky.
Oh my!
No, but he's smart. He hooked the leg and leaned forward. What are you gonna do? Smart kid. Good for him.
Okay.
I guess I don't have to do that rematch.
I'm
never gonna wrestle again.
Wow.
Okay, so if Bullsdale's in the match, I have to. My vote's on Bullsdale. I don't even need to know who else is in it.
Simply because he beat Matthew Palmer.
Yeah. But
really? I'm glad you guys hold me in such high esteem.
I know personally how difficult that can be. So.
Okay. All right.
You make it sound like I'm undefeated. Well, we didn't say all the names. There's more names.
There's a lot of names in here.
There's a lot of names.
Just.
I am gonna go with. I'm torn between Mo Kelly and Sky De La Cremosa. So I want to say Mo Kelly, especially after that performance of last week. That was such a. I don't know. It's very hard to capture that in a person, like just that it factor we talked about earlier. And I think Mo Kelly has that. And like we were talking about, that momentum, I think I can see them winning it. They're a very large individual. They're very powerful, and they have a lot of fun to the point where everyone's kind of wanting to stay away from them anyway. So like they're not going to want to get close to them to throw him over because he simply gyrates and the entire roster just moves to the other side of the ring. You know what I mean? So like,
yep.
I'm going to say Mo Kelly, and then if Sky's feeling frisky, Sky. But I don't know. Sky sometimes, I don't know. He's been a little odd backstage, but yeah, those two.
There's a reason for that. JJ?
Oh man, looking at the poster and the names, I mean, it's a wild field, right? And of course, shout out to MPX because I have a feeling MPX is going to give us a surprise or two because it has been announced like, hey, you want to be here because we've got surprises in the building. So, there might be a couple of people who didn't make the poster for the match, but might be involved in the match. So for me, I've got my eye on one of those surprise entrants, if you will. But if I got to go based on the poster, what's been announced, I don't know. Like JD said, Alec Bullsdale is a front runner just because he's kind of found his groove. He's got his rhythm. And it's not just because he beat Matthew Palmer. He was kind of getting his groove anyway, leading up to, hey, I keep calling Palmer out and I keep showing up and he keeps dodging me and he keeps coming back and he doesn't go away. A lot of people would have shot away from that. He didn't. He kept biting and he's gotten better. And then y'all touched on him, Mo Kelly. Really impressive guy. But a third one, Ethan Hunter, the bitter Brit, could shock a lot of people. He's been in a lot of battle royals during his time, not just at MPX, but around. And when push comes to shove, he's got that tactical brain where he's going to pick and choose his battles wisely. So I can see Ethan Hunter making a move or two.
Interesting. Interesting. JD.
I got Bullsdale. I mean, I hear the guy's got a pretty. I hear all he got is a crossbody, but I heard that's all you need, man.
It's all you need, brother.
That's all you need, brother.
Right on. I'm gonna go
Bullsdale.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go Sky simply because
copycat.
Oh no, I'm going Sky simply because we are close to the purge. And I've been saying this week in, week out. The closer we get to the purge, the stronger Sky Dela Cremosa gets. And when we get purge, it's like full-blown werewolf, man. So I think this will carry him into the purge to where he does something devastating at the purge. But I do think he gets it done here.
Scott has become a bit of an urban legend. Who'd have thought? But yeah,
He has.
okay.
He has.
I'm cool with that. Not my pick, but I'm cool with it. Acceptable.
Broken Bottles
just
brought up a great point I want to point out. They said Brutta did end up gyrating, though. Earlier I said Mokele would gyrate and send half the locker room. There's a good chance that 5 minutes in that the entire locker room's gyrating with Mokele in the ring and we're not doing a battle royal anymore.
That is a fact.
only
Just throwing that out there.
bro. Only at
Only at
MPX, bro.
You might have
Only
to
at
cover some
MPX,
kids'
bro.
eyes.
Only at MPX, you know.
All right. So we got a prospect championship match. Tommy, who's been on one heck of a roll. Yes, the aura. Tommy has been on one roll. He's been on the roll, man.
I'm starting to think he doesn't know what the word aura means because he's using it for everything.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Well,
but
You weren't going to
since
say,
His aura
okay,
actually
well, it's a verb, it's a noun,
Yeah.
it's everything to him.
listen, I mean,
it really is. It really is.
he's invested in his aura, I guess. So let's,
His aura actually has a Facebook page. Did y'all know that? They comment.
His
on the
aura,
show.
the other aura.
Oh, he really out here aura farming for real. Okay.
Yeah, he uses
real,
the word
for real.
aura like old time wrestlers use the word gimmick. It's just for everything. Hey, hand me the aura over there. Hey, I got to go to the doctor and get my aura checked. You know what I mean?
Wow. Wow.
Or just shaking a few auras in the bottle over there. Okay, anyway, go on.
But speaking of aura, you say his name and he appears. Welcome to the show, Tommy.
All right, I'm leaving.
You can see yourself out.
The screen is starting to look like the Brady Bunch. Like, it's like bro, why you got JJ? Why you put on some stunner shades, bro? What are you doing? Like,
Because he sees aura and knows that he has to put on his shade so he doesn't get blinded.
don't you keep saying that word? I don't think it means. You know what? Moving on. Go ahead. Continue.
Listen, Tommy, you, brother Kaimi, this is your fourth defense of the prospect title. What are you looking to prove in this match?
Well, if anybody had been paying attention to social media, Kaimi wanted to go out there and say a lot of big words with very little meaning behind them. He's saying that I have to work on my shots. I was the one when he first stepped off that plane from the big island to get him in that ring. Before he got to see Athena, he had to go through me. And I'm also a former martial artist. I spent 10 years of my life doing that, traveling all over the state doing that. And he thinks that I need to work on my shots? I think that Kaimi has a lot on his mind and is conflating himself to be something that he isn't. And this Saturday, I am going to have to teach this kid why I am up here as the prospect champion and why he wasn't even the person I decided to pin at Destiny.
Oh, snap. JJ?
Well, the time has come. And to answer JD's question, first and foremost, the reason I have my shades on is because, as we mentioned, we eat a lot of crow on this show. And I've been on record giving Tommy hell. So much so that Tommy's aura that we've talked about in the form of a dolphin on social media has been attacking me as well. And it's woken me up, right? I finally have come to my senses. I finally understand. I see it for what it is. And Tommy is on a run. Tame is going into defense number 4 against the hard-headed Hawaiian brother Kaimi, who last week, yes, had a wonderful match with Mo Kelly. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. However, Mo Kelly is no supernova. Tame is going to go into that defense number 4 and get the job done. However, the issue I have, and I said it a little while ago, JD, so Tame, allow me to catch you up real quick. Let's say you get number 4, you win, you can cash in at any time. If you so happen to have your eyes on the main event, Cavins and LVJ, just know there's somebody else who has their eyes on the prize.
Oh, I know. I'm always watching. Who says that I'm going to do it that day? Who says I'm not going to wait till somebody makes their move and I go in and take them when they're at their weak point? I don't rush to conclusions. I scope out the situation at hand. I figure out the best option and then I take it. Just like this Saturday, it's going to basically take an absolute miracle of wrestling gods for Brada Kaimi to even come close to taking my title away from me and my chance to be a Grand Slam champion, to be the MPX champion.
That sounds eerily similar to something we heard earlier.
I mean, he's one of my best friends. I've spent a lot of time around him, so maybe I've learned a thing or two. Maybe.
Oh, is this true, JD?
It was what true?
You know I'm
You
your
got
best friend, JD.
You my what now?
You're my best friend.
He is a workplace associate who
He
I think
doesn't want
highly
to
of.
admit it. He doesn't
I think
want to
highly
admit
of.
it. But
He's a
whenever
work.
it push came to shove, no matter what match, I always had his back.
Okay, I can't argue
Even
that.
when we had to wrestle each other. Even when we had to wrestle each other, when push came to shove, I had his back.
You were supposed to have your brother's back. He was your tag team partner. You wouldn't
Who cares
never.
about him? Nobody cares about him. He's in the past.
This much we agree on. I'm gonna just say it like this though, Tommy. The MPX championship. Let's backtrack. The Addicts championship. You're on your 4th defense against Kaimi.
Prospect
Look,
championship.
excuse me. My apologies. Thank you for correcting me. If you do it again,
You're
you'll
welcome.
be through a straw until you're 30. Don't correct me again. The prospect title is very difficult to defend 4 times, and you've got your work cut out for you. And it gives you, like you said, an opportunity to assess the situation and choose your best option.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the MPX championship is synonymous with my essence. It's me, it's mine. So I will say this to you as a friend, as a good friend, as somebody who
A best
almost sees
friend.
you as a little, almost sees you as a little brother, and I'm looking out for you. I'm gonna tell you your best option. Don't take that shot you think you want to take, because if you do, you're gonna have a situation.
Mm.
You're
You know
gonna have
what?
a situation. I'm gonna do something that you're not gonna like.
Okay.
So I advise you to win your match with Kaimi, sit pretty in your aura, and enjoy the fruits of being the prospect champion. because the target of becoming an MPX champion puts you in my scope. I promise you, you don't want to be there.
You know, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind.
Indeed.
And when the moment
Indeed.
arises, if the moment arises, I will gladly take whatever consequence comes my way.
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
You can have friends, you can have championships.
Very
You can't
true.
have both.
Listen, friendships come and go, but banners hang forever. So,
And one day my
look,
banner's gonna hang high.
Uh-oh. So allow me to say, allow me to ask you, Tommy, when will you know? When will you know when the time is right?
You see, when you're a supernova, these things just come to you. So I can't say right now when I'll know. But when the moment arises for my star to ascend to even further heights, it'll happen.
So let me be clear. Let me be clear.
Choose your words carefully.
I am, but I have to ask the question too. Because I need to know. You guys say you're friends. I sense something in Tommy, JD, that he has been under the learning tree. So Tommy, if it's JD that is holding that championship, will you take the choice to chase that championship with JD holding it?
200%. I mean, even though he's my friend, he should know that I have a purpose in this life. In this life, I am meant to be a star. And if I have to wrestle my best friend, no matter what he calls it, my best friend, I will do what I have to do
shit,
to
Tommy.
achieve my destiny.
It's a shit, Tommy. Okay, knock it off. It's not funny anymore. I'm not laughing. It's not a game. I don't care about your cologne. I don't care if you're smelling your aura. The MPX championship is synonymous with my name. It's about me. This is mine. This is my empire. I am the emperor. Me and me alone. You will never, you hear me, ever be MPX champion as long as I'm drawing breath on planet Earth. You get that through your skull and you get it good. Okay? And if
Okay,
you try
Grandpa,
me,
I'll
if you
get that through
test
my
me,
skull.
if you test me, you're making jokes. If you test me, then Gabe Wilder and Ray Charles are going to have a lot in common because the last thing that they're going to see with their eyes is their brother go. You understand? Do I make myself clear? You stay away.
I'll keep that in mind,
Away from my
Grandpa. I'll
championship.
keep that in mind.
Stay away from my championship.
Yes, yes,
Stay
I'll
away
keep
from my
that in
championship.
mind.
You can have you can crack your jokes. You can
No
all of
jokes.
those things. Okay, you can do all of that. But if you don't knock it off,
Mm-hmm.
last thing you're gonna have to worry about is depression and social anxiety. You understand? I'm gonna give you a new kind of anxiety. I'm gonna give you a new kind of problem. I'm gonna give you danger like you've never seen before. You don't worry about Cavens. You don't worry about LVJ. You worry about this purpose that you have in your life. And as long as you stay away from me and what's mine, I'll let you live yours. Can we please move on?
JJ?
I'm speechless. Someone said purpose. Call Brick Savage, please.
Oh, why are we doing that?
I'm saying.
My prediction is that Tommy Prince wins his match. Can we move on?
Kelvin, you heard him. Let's move on to I think it's the final match on the card.
That is the final announced match on the card. We have so much in store on this great night, Saturday night. You guys see there's the tension in the air already.
The title match. We didn't talk about the MPX title match.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. Let's talk about it.
Yes, let's talk.
Tommy?
What, am I not allowed to share my opinion? Is it
Go
only
ahead,
about you?
Stop asking me questions you know the answer to. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. LVJ versus Delin Cavens. Listen, I for a minute, let me get serious for a minute. I have been watching LVJ specifically since he's been with JD Griffey and the heights that he's reached while he's been under the tutelage of JD Griffey. You see the gears turning in this man's head. You see everything that he's laid out on his path. He's been chasing this greatness. Now he finds himself in a championship match against Delin Cavens. Now, with the direction that JD Griffey has sent this whole group to chase these titles, bring them back to the camp. This is a unique opportunity. I think with everything that he's been through, he has more than enough tools. He's very, very capable of winning this match against Delin Cavens. But it is Delin Cavens. My problem with Delin Cavens is that once he got to the big spotlight, even he admitted it. He felt like it was a lot. I think he's taken that time. I think he's grown. I think we're in for one. I think by the end of this match, I think we're looking at a match of the year contender. I really strongly think that. I think LVJ is going to put, if he's not on your radar, then you're out of your mind. But I think by the end of this, we're going to be looking at him way different, even if he doesn't win this match. But
your prediction is?
Vegas is telling me I knew. Vegas is telling me and knew. And knew. LVJ. So, anybody want to follow that?
Go ahead, JJ.
Oh, me.
It's your show, man. Go ahead.
I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. But all right, I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but here's what I'll say. Since
Are you on the show quoting Drizzy, bro? This boy wild and quoting Drizzy. Anyway, go ahead.
At least it's old Drizzy and not, Iceman Drizzy. But that's another conversation for another day.
Man, anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So, like Kelvin said, to talk serious, the sky is the limit for both of these guys. Like Delin Cavens, for what it's worth, has grown into his own right. He's found his footing. The Addicts love him. They always adore him. He's got that underdog mentality. And, Matthew Palmer was in here a little while ago, one of the smaller guys in the locker room. You put him in there with a Sky, with Luke Cameron, with anybody bigger than him, and he's not going to back down. He's going to give his 110%. And yes, the credit that he had as the MPX champion, his first reign, absolutely phenomenal until we hit Global Wars when the big lights got too bright and you saw him kind of fumble a little bit because he got lost in the stars. No pun intended there. But then it seems like he's found himself. He wants to do it the right way this time, in his own words. But JD pointed something out. Having that championship gold, it does change you a little bit. It makes you tap into a new gear. And for Cavens, he's been going at the same pace, at the same level. So we haven't seen that gear change. However, on the flip side, somebody who doesn't have a championship, but they have been switching gears and going to that next level is LVJ. And it really started with his run going into the Texas 8 to call out somebody like Exodus Prime and say, hey, you're not the best in Dallas. I am. I will beat you to take that claim and run with it. And he's been doing that, like the Texas 8, going down to New Texas, stepping up to Danny O'Ryan at the time before he became New Texas Pro World Champion, and was like, hey, I want your 6-shooter spot. I want that title more than you do. And he pushed Danny O'Ryan to the limit. And he's been putting on banger after banger everywhere that he goes. So LVJ is sharp. He's ready. And I agree. I don't know what happened in Vegas because I wasn't there, but looking at it, I see An New coming out of this. I see An New, MPX champion, LVJ. It's appropriately named. It's Level Up. This is the last show in Bedford. And according to MPX, this is the last show for a little bit until we get to the Purge. So what better way to close out this chapter than on a high note? And you've got something to prove. You've got your coach in your ear telling you, hey, if you don't go out there and get it done, the checks are stopping. And LVJ has been on record saying, I'm hungry, guys. I want more. I'm not satisfied where I'm at. I want more. My only caveat, and I don't know how this is going to go, but I kind of stirred the pot a little bit. Tom A gets number 4. Do we see something even bigger to close out the final chapter in the Supernova? But gotta wait and see. I'm gonna leave it at that.
We were doing so good. We were doing so good.
It's what I do. It's what I do.
Tom A.
Well, I've shared the ring with both of these guys. Cavens robbed me of my opportunity of being at Destiny in that steel cage match with my best friend. But LVJ has gotten the opportunity to sit under the massive learning tree that is JD Griffey. He's gotten to learn tactics. He's gotten to see how he operates. So I have to give it to LVJ. Cavens has a lot going for him. He's resilient. I mean, he somehow stood back up after an Aura Farmer. I'll give him that. But he doesn't have the brain power behind him that LVJ does.
I want to mention something too, because everybody's talking about this tapping into everything, right? We've been noticing these things on the show. What we haven't seen from Delin Cavens, I think we may see Saturday night, even if it doesn't go his way. I think this is the breaking point for him. I really do. It's because we haven't seen him really push the limit to his anger. It's always been about the spirit of competition with Delin Cavens. He hasn't really been that person that just lashes out, right? He goes in there and he gives it his all. I think he may be pushed to a limit this weekend to where he has to tap into that, to where he has to find the anger in him. He's going to have to find that. And I think that's going to change him. And I think that is the absolute worst time for it to happen. If I'm being honest, it's the absolute worst time. But I think he does tap into it this weekend. With that,
I was off the rails. You missed the last 2 shows. We already went one step closer to the edge, and last week was the breaking point.
I think he's past that. I think he's past that. But again, we haven't seen Dylan Cavins tap into his anger, have we?
I would argue that you've barely seen LDJ tap into his anger. Honestly, as villainous as he is at times, he has never done anything out of just pure anger. Ever. I mean, watch him. He's mean, he's vicious, but he was never angry. Let's see what happens when they both get angry.
And this is why I say it's the worst time for Dylan Cavins to get angry. Why? It's because you have someone like JD Griffey guiding this guy into action and managing those emotions. So we'll see. But for me, it's just Vegas when I say this. It's because I've seen everything this man has told me, and not once has he lied. So, and new. But Matthew Palmer.
I told you at Bloodsport how this was going to play out.
You did.
I told you how this was going to play out, and we here. I didn't mean to cut you off, Palmer. Go ahead.
No worries, man. Go ahead. It was a good promo. I like to hear it.
I told you how this was going to play out at Bloodsport. My environment. Bright lights and prize fights. And yet I have to observe it from the outside. And I feel how I feel about that. But I knew that was a possibility, and I'm already prepared for that as well. So we talk about all the constants and the variables in this bout and how what can go what way and who's feeling what. And the God's honest truth is that the winner is going to be the person who can manage their emotions in the heat of battle. And that better be LVG. On one hand, I'll say I've seen Cavins pull off these miraculous victories when everybody's bet against him. And I saw him at Global Wars when the bright lights were on him and everybody was looking like a hot cup in cold water. I watched him crack under the pressure. And I was there to pick up the pieces. This Saturday will be no different because my understudy, LVJ, is going to do what I taught him to do. He is going to reclaim that MPX championship, and he is going to bring it to me. And Tommy, if you win that fourth match, do not trespass on MPX because it's my legacy. Do not trespass in that building because that building is my legacy. Do not trespass on that championship because that championship is my legacy. At the end of the night, I better be holding it or I'm going to do something that y'all ain't going to like.
I will say, I've always been a rebel. I don't follow those rules.
Try me. Try me, Tommy. Try me.
Okay.
Jay, again, you know what needs to be done. I expect you to do it. Jacob, Joseph, you know what needs to be done. I expect you to do it. I know what needs to be done. Alfred, you know to make me look good while I'm doing it. The only thing that matters is that everybody on my team will do what we do best, and that's win when everybody's looking.
And with that,
be in the building. Be in the building.
Be in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Be in the building.
But all right, that's all the announced matches. I know we're in store for some surprises. I know there's a lot unannounced that we will be getting in the building. So again, one last time, 510 Harwood Road, Bedford, Texas. Get there. Let's sell this thing out. Let's get all the addicts there. Look, we already got tickets secured. That's what's up. That's what we love to see. Bring a friend. Bring someone that you haven't brought
Alfred?
before.
I know Tommy Prince is out of his damn mind. Don't worry about Tommy Prince. You make sure I look
You
good.
can tell
doing what I
Alfred to
need to do.
kiss
I'm trying to
my
close this show
ass.
with the people on No Gimmicks, okay?
You know, they always fight like this. I walk into Griffey's room all the time, usually handing the paycheck for the show. Tommy's already there. They're just chatting up a storm constantly, playing board games. They're
I told
always
you.
fighting.
He doesn't want to admit it.
He never wants to admit it. It's so weird, but like they're like this backstage. Anyway, come this Saturday, last MPX show of, well, for a while.
Yes. But you were in the chat earlier. You dropped a gem in here earlier too, by the way.
What was
I haven't
that?
forgot that.
What gem was
TK
that?
backstage.
Yeah.
I remember.
Tony Calypso. He was my old powerlifting coach in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be backstage. No, TK is not backstage. I kid because I was screwing with you guys. No. That, as cool as that would be, I'm sure he would totally do that if he was ever asked, because he and Athena he's a really cool boss from what I hear. But no, he's not backstage.
But you said there's going to be some big news. Are we dropping this Saturday? What are we doing?
It's hard to say, man. Like, I could drop it Saturday, or I could go even more in depth with the presentation and get real silly with it and go big with it. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's all. And Griffey can attest to this, is like, my biggest problem with wrestling is I could do it now and it's cool, or I could go really weird with it and just do it in 3 months. And, you know, sometimes it comes off great, and sometimes it's like, oh, we could have just done this in an email. So, you know, so it's one of those things I'll talk to Athena about, but we have at least 4 big announcements to make in the coming weeks right now. So, and all of them business. I have other personal ones too, personal in regards to wrestling, but like, yeah, we got a ton of stuff coming up, man. We've been very busy the last couple of weeks.
So let me ask a wild question.
Okay.
Does any of this have to do with, say, a sportatorium? Are we going that route?
With a sportatorium?
Are we bringing back?
I think that got knocked down back in 1992 or something.
Yeah, that's not around anymore, Kelvin.
Although every wrestling fan will tell you they were there when the Von Erichs. It's like, hey man, how old are you? Just like, you look 25. Shut up. Just like, no. There, I do have a ton of things going on as regards like the buildings of MPX and a potential traveling show. Which way we're going to go with it? Because as JJ has probably already talked to you plenty of times about how we've been traveling more throughout the years. So it just depends on what we want to do with it. We've seen a lot of growth to the point where we now have options, and it's really cool, which is why I say that maybe I can wait and give like a bigger spin on this, or I can tell you Saturday. You know what I mean? So I just got to decide in the next couple of days.
I love it. I'm sure whatever it is, because when you say it's a big announcement and then you follow that up with it's bigger than ROH Global Wars. And for me, that was a big announcement. And I think for MPX, that was a huge announcement. And if this is bigger than that, I think whenever you decide to drop the news, I think it's going to be something amazing. And I think all the MPX addicts are going to love what happens. So
here's hoping. Here's hoping.
But fellas, I want to thank all of you for your time. This Saturday is going to be a crazy night. If tonight was any indicator, we went an hour over what we normally do. So
this is why I'm not allowed on the shows. I show up, I'm smoking, I'm not wearing clothes.
My aura extended.
I leave 3 times. Tommy's still saying aura. You know, it's just
It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Griffey's been biting the tips of his fingers this entire time, trying not to hit anything.
Yep.
Let out your rage, JD. Let it all out.
Just listen to your
Palmer
friends.
already exposed that we're actually friends.
Oh, he did. He did. I wasn't gonna say anything.
What do you mean? Why is this a secret? You had a barbecue together a couple of weeks ago. You invited half the locker room.
He let me work the barbecue.
See?
I was working the grill, man.
Yeah. See?
I'm still mad about the fucking raisins in the potato salad. Okay.
You let Des Sway clean the pool.
Wait.
That's
Who
why you
did
don't
this?
let Des Sway bring raisins and potato salad.
Let's move on. Let's.
But no, that's a foul. That is a foul. Who did
It
that?
is a foul. I didn't bring that.
Don't let them
That's
go
Des Sway's
anywhere.
fault. I delegated it to
Revoke
him.
whatever card they got. They don't need it. That's a foul. But anyway, thank you guys for coming on. JJ, here's your last opportunity to stir the pot some more. I know you're gonna do it. Have at it.
First and foremost, I wasn't going to stir the pot. I was going to piggyback on what you said. Thank everybody for coming on the show. This has probably been one of the craziest ones that we've done. So thank each of you. And I was going to just echo for all the addicts. You want to be there Saturday. It's a big show. It's a momentous occasion. I mean, what a way to go out, especially me being a fan of MPX. In the early days when the walls were still white and falling apart because you've got
when
guys
they had the cigarette stains still on the ceilings.
Yeah,
when like you'd look at the match and like the eye of God from all the lights peering down directly eye level down. Yeah.
Right. So what it is now, like there's a lot of history, a lot of moments, a lot of memories in that building. So I know for sure Saturday is going to be special. I can't wait to see it all unfold. JD touched on this earlier in the show. Every single match on this card has a potential to be a main event on any other show. And the fact that we're getting all of them in one night tells you what you need to know. MPX is leveling up. Saturday, 510 Harwood Road, Bedford, Texas is the place to be. I don't have anything else because I'll save my stir in the pot for Saturday night.
All right. That's it. But fellas, JD, I get your anger. Trust me, I understand. But thank you guys for your time. For everybody out there to the chat, thank you guys for being lively tonight, the whole night. Thank you guys very much. Be this lively this Saturday. If you can't make it, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, get there, be in the chat. Kim, bring your friends from Canada, get in the chat. Let's be live.
No Canadians, Kim.
Exactly.
No Canadians.
But be there and let's have fun. But until then, you guys know what it is. Be safe. Take care of each other. Enjoy what you're gonna enjoy. Peace.
And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmicks, gimmicks.